Alright, here it is, F Zappa 20 with his first official movie review. We're doing Marvel's Ant-Man. The Game of Thrones people seem to like it, so we'll see how this goes. I was in the mood for a matinee. Felt like I said on Twitter, if you follow me there, at KevinKPP, I'm getting high as shit and I'm going and seeing Ant-Man. Turned out to be good. I loved it. I liked the humor, maybe because I was stoned to the bone. I found it funny, but I felt like the comedy was just right. I hate it when these superhero comic book movies just hammer you over the head with cheesy zingers the whole movie. Didn't happen in Ant-Man. I mean, it had its share of zingers, no doubt, but I laughed at most of them. Maybe 10 or 11 laugh out loud moments for this guy here. There were some other people in the crowd. Small showing, 20, 30 people maybe. They had the laughs too, so it wasn't just because I was stoned. It had its moments. So now on to the movie. Typical plot line, right? Criminal gets out of jail, is going to straighten his life out. Madman genius gets to him, needs him to save the world from this crazy other guy. So you got the Michael Douglas character. I like that. He even had a joke in there about how he's still alive. Ant-Man, played by Paul Rudd. I questioned that, but it turned out to be good. He was the perfect Ant-Man. The Falcon had not really a cameo, had a nice little role in this movie. That was one thing that was not spoiled in the trailers. A little bit of Avengers smack in there, so obviously Paul Rudd becomes Ant-Man. You saw the trailers. It's an origin story. He's figuring out the suit. Eventually goes head-to-head against, what was it, the Hornet, the Wasp, whatever they called that guy, Dr. Cross. So he was Michael Douglas's like protege, and of course, it starts getting to his mind. He gets a little bit crazy and alters, looking for money and greed and doom and gloom. Michael Douglas has to stop that. Michael Douglas has got a daughter, Hope. She's one of the stars of the movie. Nice eye candy, great actress. Of course, Paul Rudd has his daughter. They just hit the heart of every guy out there that's got a daughter, right? So that's a nice little plot line going along the movie. You find out finally toward the end, maybe the middle, what happened to Michael Douglas's wife. Spoiler alert, she goes subatomic. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil everything for you. I'm just going to tell you just enough to get you interested, hopefully, to go out and see Ant-Man. Because if you're like me, you thought, come on, Ant-Man? Like a year ago, I heard about this movie. Yesterday, I was seeing, it comes out tomorrow. And I was like, fucking Ant-Man. Fuck yeah, I'm going to go see it. Didn't know anything about it. Never been a big comic book guy. Stan Lee had a little cameo in there. That was cool to see. And of course, you got to stick through the credits. Little tease for possibly the future. And so I don't know. I don't know if I told you anything about the movie. I'm pretty pumped up. I'm pretty excited. I thought it was fucking cool. Like I said, maybe it was just because I was stoned to the gills. But I don't think so, man. I think Paul Rudd pulled it off. I thought seeing the actual ants involved, I didn't know. I figured it was just a suit and he was Ant-Man, but nope, he works with the ants. The wombats, as mentioned earlier. Did I mention the wombats? That's what Michael Douglas called his little crew of dudes. Wombat. Powerful fish song. You don't know that song, check it out. So I don't know, man. I say, if you're old enough and you're in a legal state, I say get stoned to the bone and go see Ant-Man. It's my recommendation. I might go see it again sober, and I'll be like, Jesus, that was horrible. But I doubt it, man. I thought the comedy was good, the action was nice. Good little origin. I like the origin movies. I know a lot of people hate the origin movies, but not me. Batman Begins, bitch. That kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. So anyhow, Paul Rudd pulled it off. Michael Douglas is still alive. His daughter Hope was pretty hot. Some mixed martial arts moves in there. Fucking flying triangle. Come on. Plus the Hornet dude, Dr. Cross, looked just like Pat Cummins. If you don't know who Pat Cummins is, look it up, man. So I don't know, that was cool. The ex-wife, the cop for a husband. I could have done without a little bit of that nonsense, but there wasn't too much of it. Basically, it was just non-stop jokes and action. Not non-stop jokes. Fuck it, I'm out of here. I'm F Zappa 20. Subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do. KevinKPP on Twitter. Now I'll pause for a moment, because I never know how to end my video, so now I'm just going to pause. Thanks, bye.